Vamos a esperar un poquito en lo que se estabiliza la señal. Señorita. ¿Está transmitiendo o no? Ah, sí, ya me marcó que sí. Nada más que inicie el juego. Por eso no había cambio. Okay. Bien. Vamos a ver qué busco. Y a ver, recordando en qué me quedé. Ah, sí, que me había metido a esta área que supuestamente era muy peligrosa por estos animalitos. Tener cuidado con ellos. Varios. No me atravieses, compadre. Fíjate que está bien si subieron los upgrades y los mods que le puse. Sí, están funcionando. No fue tan difícil acabar con ellos. Muy bien, muy bien, muy bien. Me gusta. Sirvió. Lo único es que a lo mejor me van a faltar balas. Pero va bien la cosa. Una duda que tendría yo es si tengo el casco y la ropa correcta. Nada más. Porque el arma parece que va bien. Tiene suficiente galleta. Que no hay nada, me fui por la parte de atrás. Interesante, está cerrado. Pensé que iba a haber una forma de darme la vuelta, pero ya vi que no. No sé si en el mapa me marca que aquí hay algo. No, no hay nada. Ah, ok. Yo estoy hasta acá. Interesante. No, 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 no. Yo no estoy allá. ¿Dónde estoy? Acá es donde estoy. Bien, interesante.
Job assessment. It's a mess.
You take us to the nicest places, Captain.
Prendo el aire porque me da calor. Y el rato que me da frío. a lo lejos.
Resistance to cleaning effort.
Ah, esas sí aguantan.
Sanitize that. Wrong tool for the job. Resistant to cleaning. Scoured with prejudice. Cleaning cycle complete.
No, pues sí, sí se acaba. Sí se acaba rápidamente el... No, pala, pala, pala.
Area assessment. Tough stains and resistant contaminants ahead.
Bien, me puedo ir. No, no, no es por aquí. Tengo que regresarme. Pero me da curiosidad por explorar. A ver, a ver, a ver, a ver, a ver, a ver. Sí, no, no, no es por aquí. Dragon's Fielders. Pero por aquí ya no vi ningún puente. Era esto. Pero no funciona. Tiene que rodear todo. Bueno, antes de hacer eso, ¿dónde está? En una de estas está para vender todas. Que no me sirven. No quiero andar batallando. ¿Dónde está? ¿Dónde está? Tampoco creo que se pueda abrir. Yo creo que aquí dentro es... Ajá. Ya había venido aquí. Ya, ah, sí, aquí hacen las cocas. El workbench. Ok. Esto. 221 probablemente no tenga mucho mugrero. Puede que sí, puede que no. Value, damage reading. Algunas repetidas. 695. 193. Tengo varias de estas. 200. 393. Tengo varias de estas. Tengo dos. Sí. Once. Creo que con eso. Vamos a ver si puedo comprar. Poquito de bala. No, pues ya tengo muchas. Necesito del pesado. Vamos a ver. Vamos a continuar. Voy a tener que tomar el camino largo. Sirve de que lo conozco.
Getting my target practice in today.
Si es que hay muchas balas por todos lados. Pues bueno. Ahí está el enemigo. No creo que haya acá. Piu, piu, piu. Vamos a ver cuántos aparece.
Pollutant purified. Station and maintenance job fulfilled.
Hecho pedacitos. Este todo lo que da. Un montón de cosas. Y este porque están desvividos. O están durmiendo, ¿qué? ¿Y ahora? Qué raro. ¿Quién los desvivió? No, me por arriba conviene más. Vi algo que se movió.
Detected. Good news, customer. All germs and contaminants have been neutralized.
Correcto, neutralizados. Mm, bueno, ya tengo este Astro. Un 4 pits. Pero tengo que dar todo. A ver, vamos a ver.
Avoid contact with eyes. Liquid is caustic.
Ugh. This is why I prefer spaceships and clean recycled air.
Mido. A la bestia.
Huge messes, murder. Giant messes, leave it to Sam.
Aquí no puedo unirme de reversa hacia lo loco porque, uy, porque están esas cosas. Ok, ya no me estoy yéndome lo loco. Eso no es bueno. Me van a rodear. Sobres, sobres. ¿Dónde están? ¿Dónde están? No es porque no los alcanzo a ver. Sobres, sobres, dispara. Mal momento para cambiar de arma. Ya está. Este es el problema de caminar demasiado. Pues te rodean y no sabes ni por dónde. Lo que debía haber hecho es acercado a una pared. Y así ya tendría todos los enemigos enfrente. Digo, como no disparan, no pasa nada.
Of efforts. Wrong tool for the job. Sanitize that.
Ugh. Sobres.
This area has been sanitized.
Ya veo por qué esta área era peligrosa. Al inicio no era tanto, ahora sí es más. Veo como que son enemigos muy potentes que están dormidos. Pero ¿por qué están desvividos? Aquí. Hay más cosas de estas, más enemigos así.
What efforts?
Flores, dispara.
Cannot sanitize that contaminant.
That does it. Time for a drink?
Ay, me asustó ese robot. Bien, bien, parece que vamos bien. Aquí ya había venido una vez, ya me empiezo a recordar. Pesadas, fire, G, heavy armor, ammo. De 629, uy, pues de cuánto. Y este lugar creo que ya había venido. Pero entonces, si los enemigos ya había terminado con ellos. ¿Revivieron o qué? O nunca los terminé. Las balas, qué buena onda. cosa pesada. ¿Máquina? ¿Por qué hay dos máquinas? Ya veo. Sí. ¿Por qué tengo una notificación? Ok, estoy ahí, ya había estado ahí, hay que irme para allá. Bien. Pues todo esto ya lo he recorrido. No quieres también allá. Pues ya puedo hacer un fast travel sin problema. Más que este, ¿cuál es? Los Cross Troopers. ¿Qué pasa si brinco por acá? Tengo la duda de si puedo llegar más rápido a ese lugar que no tengo seleccionado. No sé si. A ver, ¿dónde estoy? Ya me perdí. Dale, ¿dónde estoy? Debería de salir. Creo que estoy aquí. Mira, un enemigo ahí arriba. Transition to Devil's Peak Caverns. Eso quiere decir. Ok. Eh, a la derecha. Creo que es a la derecha. A ver, ¿vamos bien o vamos mal? Y creo que nomás sigo este caminito. Me voy derecho. Hay enemigos. Este no están no están tan potentes. Ah, ah.
Resuming passive mode.
Igual son peligrosos, pero no son tan potentes.
Warning. Organic debris stuck in tread. Please remove organic debris from tread. Unit is ill-suited to that will leave a stairs.
Ah, perro. Todo. Luego mis camaradas entraron en acción. Ok, creo que sí es por aquí entonces. A ver. Sí. Parece algo como por allá. A ver si es por acá. Sí, derecho. Ay, estás dormido. ¿Qué es eso? Ah, es un manches. ¡Ah! Me asustan.
Cleans it up.
¿Por qué me asustan, hombre? Ok, ¿para dónde? Derecho. Esto es una misión que no tengo elegida, así que no sé si vaya a salir algo. No hay nada, ¿eh? Me sale un enemigo gigante. Derecho, derecho. Ah, a la tumba. Ah, la tumba que te pedían que buscara. No. Dice que escribe este. Ok, aquí y luego. Pues ya visité la tumba. Tengo que salirme y volver a entrar. Dale save antes de que... Ah, no me deja. Ponernos a unos 100 metros de distancia y ahorita regresamos. A ver. So far you can barely make out the Peter's characters. That himself Eden doing the right thing. Ok, pero una vez estando aquí, ¿qué es lo que tengo que hacer? Visit Hayes Grave from with Noik. Y no me traje a Nioka. Hijo, eso ni modo. A ver, ¿qué puedo hacer al respecto? Nada. Chinela. Voy a traerme a Nioka. Tengo a Ellie, tengo a Sam. Bueno, ni modo. Bueno, vamos entonces al... ¿Cuál es el otro? Fallbrook. These parents receive the great ocean. Nice. Let's acquire the size weapon. Este. Ni modo, voy a tener que regresar a la nave. Cambiar a Nioka. Y regresarme a ese lugar. En teoría no es mucho show. No creo que encuentre enemigos. Pero pues algo que se tiene que hacer. vemos. Para acá. Ni sé si es para acá, pero bueno, ya le di para allá. No, no es para allá. Low Crusade y Empty Man. Ok, Low Crusade. Y es acá. Empty Man. Ahí. No, pero no lo marque como robado.
You seen Arthur today?
Nah, last time I saw him was, stars. I can't remember. Days.
This looks like the place. Ready to get my
Well, well. Aren't you the very picture of good health and sound decision-making? However, we can't make good decisions all the time. Consider whoopsie-daisy coverage. Please note that to make a claim under this policy, you must describe your error in detail before a panel of relatives over the age of 65. And also note that doing so nullifies the privacy and dignity clause. I remember that one. That's the young socialite who broke her neck, right?
Of course, no one remembers me for the marauders I've killed or the bits I've stolen. Typical.
That claim was airtight. Our best investigators couldn't find an exclusion for that one. You can't, of course. Only Miss Fenhill can assign her beneficiaries. And she's dead. If we let every friend, relative, and acquaintance change a policy like that, people would do it all the time. Imagine the paperwork. Of course she is. The paperwork says so.
I like to think she's dead in spirit, but technically, legally, and regretfully, I'm still Marilyn Fenhill.
That's impossible. By all accounts, she was an elegant and classy woman with impossibly fine bone structure. That couldn't possibly be you.
That's gotta be the nicest thing anyone's said to me in a long while.
Oh, you mean hypothetically? Well, hypothetically, you'd access the terminal in the back room that contains data on all our policies. And you'd, theoretically, add the beneficiary of your choice. But you wouldn't actually do that, of course. That would be fraud. Please, my policy only covers paper cuts and wrist strain. Very well. I'll do it. But then you've got to go. Confrontations like this will raise my premiums. I'll need the name of the new beneficiary.
Ellie Fenhill?
If you say so. The payouts will flow exclusively into the new account at the start of the month. I hope Ms. Fenhill enjoys her newfound prosperity.
Can we talk? You really did it. Give these payouts a few years and I'll be rolling in it. Hey, you did the real work. All I had to do was not be dead. I'm just glad my folks aren't gonna live off that awful story they made up. Maybe now they'll have to go back to real jobs. Come on, I thought we were celebrating. You want me to think about the future? You talk like someone who likes lists. Maybe you haven't noticed, but you can't even count on a bribe making it into the right pocket. What's the point of planning for anything around here? Hate to say it, but Halcyon's already there. Anyway, enough of that. You did a job for me, so here's your fee. Could have fooled me with all your tough talk. What's gotten into you? I always thought it meant we get used to the smell of each other's dirty socks. But you really do see a rosier version of things, huh? You don't have to get all mushy about it. Still, maybe you've got a point. Maybe it's good to watch someone's back now and then so that one day they watch yours. So, you just keep the money. One of us has to look out for your interests. Don't mention it. Really, this feels weird enough as it is. Something on your mind?
Más tiene las dos iguales. No sé cómo puedo cambiarle.
Always imagined fabric would be
Cleaner?
Mind your own business, friend.
Jenny told me her phone indicated that he's been panning gold for a river on the excursion. It makes to search for Reginald. Pero no tengo que traerme a Max. Ok, entonces Nyoka y Max son los que tendría que traerme. Oh no, vamos a hacerlo de una vez. Creo que puedo hacer que regrese. No me deja. Yo creo, según yo podía hacer Que la nave aterrice aquí. Ok, ¿cuál es la forma más eficiente? Bueno, vamos a seguir entonces con Weapons from the Void. Ujú. Weapons from the Void, tengo que ir para acá. Pero no me dice a dónde. Acá. Sí. Ok.
Some crew members are causing a disturbance on the ship.
Crew member. ¿Qué pasa?
If you don't mind my saying, Captain, Minister Clark is lucky to have you on his side.
You're adjusting before you pull. You're anticipating it.
Of course I'm anticipating it. What if I shoot a friend on accident?
That's on account of your...
Hey, Captain. I got a thing I want to ask you. It's kind of big. I was thinking about what you said afore, after we went to the Lost Hope on the Groundbreaker. I reckon you're right. I think I'm ready to stop fretting and fussing and ask Junlei to go steady, straight out. And I'm thinking of doing it here, on the ship. Oh gosh, do you think so? I just figured, you know, there's nowhere she can go on Groundbreaker where folks don't know her. Here she can relax. I was kind of hoping you'd offer. The thing is, I can't ask her over like this. I mean, look at me. I'm all covered in engine grease and I ain't showered in nigh on a week. Smell like sweat most days and, well, don't look too close at my fingernails. I was thinking, hoping, we could stop by Groundbreaker for bath supplies. I mean, only if you're not busy. Or when you're heading through Groundbreaker for something else. You don't gotta change plans on account of me. Anyhow, next time we dock in Groundbreaker, let me know. 'Cause I want to come with.
Ok.
Hey, Cap. Well, Sam's been doing my dishes for me, so that's something. It seems genuinely happy to do that. Can an auto mechanical be happy? Opal told me they could once. She believed auto mechanicals feel just like we do. She would always... Shit. Look at me dredging up bygone days. Forget I said anything. I will.
Bien, lo que yo quisiera es cambiar de posición, a ver si se puede. Ok, estoy en Monarch, pero muévete. ¿Cuál será? Bay a Fallbrook. Yo digo que es Fallbrook. Vamos a ver.
We're now in orbit above Fallbrook, Captain.
Tengo que llevarme Max y a Neocam a ubicar para ir a esos dos lugares. En teoría no debe de haber enemigo. Se regenera. Y de que también les doy su manita de gato a esto. Y parece que es.
What do you want? Oh, hey, Vicar Max. What are you doing on Monarch? I thought scienticians ain't welcome here.
Haven't you heard? Everyone's welcome here. It's a fucking worker's paradise. But you wouldn't know anything about that, would you? Never worked a day in your miserable life. You're just a parasite, living off my goodwill. Well, guess what? My goodwill's exhausted, along with my temper. This is the guy who told me about the book while we were in prison. I lied about finding a scholar. But I don't care about any of that anymore. I just want to inflict massive amounts of pain on this guy. Yes, that's about the long and short of it. Now, where were we? Oh, that's right. I was about to beat you. Severely.
Wait! I know who can translate the book for you.
It's too late for that. I threw away my life chasing fairy tales. Will punishing you fix any of that? Of course not. But by law, it will make me feel a whole lot better. Okay. Talk, Reggie.
It was stolen from some sort of expert on philosophism. Weird hermit lady on Scylla. My father used to deliver supplies to the mining outpost there.
I don't think so. A crazed hermit on Scylla? He's playing us for fools.
It's true. My father collected some extra bits on the side by diverting some of the supplies to the gal. The way he told it, he thought the book looked valuable, so he took it. Couldn't find any buyers when it turned out to not only be French, but banned as well.
Fine. We've got more important things to do anyway.
Ok, pero eso es en otro planeta. Ahorita lo que hay que hacer, aparte de ajustar secciones en el journal, companion, empty man, veo. Ground breaker. Ok. Bueno, vamos a ver en qué les puedo ayudar. 39 y 53. ¿Qué es? 39, a ver, para ti. Y el otro. 38. Tengo mejor casco. Sesenta y cuatro, 15. 15, algo más potente, no creo que encuentre. Cuadro 15. Ok, y ubicar. Que ese sí hay un 415. Ok, y 32. pistola. Y un 352. Vamos a dejarlo en 352. Y mira, tiene otro perk. No sé por qué. Weapon damage. Le doy range damage. Y a Nyoka. Oh, ya. 960. Ok. Y acá, y la parte más cercana es este. Voy a darle save. Así se regeneran los enemigos. Porque si van a estar potentes. Bueno, no tanto. El problema es que con estos personajes, bueno, los usé mucho. No sé si tengan suficiente power. Y se regeneraron. Pues, bien. Entonces no están tan débiles si pueden. Si pueden. Nomás que por dónde era, no me acuerdo. Para acá. No está tan lejos. No creo que voy a encontrar mucha resistencia nomás.
Are you free to talk?
Sí, porque ¿qué pasa?
I want to thank you for talking some sense into me back there with Cheney. It has been a long time since I gave in to my violent enthusiasm. You're right. I owe you an apology. I've been so obsessed for so long. I couldn't see anything else. You offered me a place on your crew, friendship, and I used you to get to Cheney. And even then, you saved me from myself. I don't know if I could live with myself had I gone through with it. You owe me nothing, I know, but I'm begging your forgiveness. Thank you. I promise I'll be nothing but truthful from this point forward. You never asked. Most laypeople are not aware of this, but we've not discovered any new insights into the plan for a long, long time. I had an idea that we should welcome the truth, no matter where we found it. I had the worse idea to share my thoughts with a superior. And that's how I ended up assigned prison duty, where I was fool enough to let an inmate bend my ear with stories of an original Bakonu journal. Oh, exactly as you'd imagine. Can't say I enjoyed the stint. It did provide me with plenty of time to think. The way I see it, the universe was snapping me back to where I needed to be. You stray too far from the course of your destiny, the world will try to correct for it.
I love this mountain. You can see so much from here. So many beasts would need killing. So many drinks would need drinking.
Watch your footing. Can't afford any sprained ankles out here.
Rats. Let's clear the sulfur sun fucks out so Hayes can rest.
Here we go!
Shot, Captain!
Everyone all right?
What's up? Hayes was the best self-sacrificing son of a saint I ever met. Halcyon is worse off without him. Now, if we're gonna lure the Manta Queen out, we'll need to find Rebecca and Anders. They took a UDL contract on Terra 2. We never heard from them again. Think it's time I call in a favor with Hiram. If anyone can track them down, it's him. The Queen ain't just gonna come out on her own. She'll have dug tunnels into the mountain. I've got theories about how to lure her out, but Anders would know for sure. I don't know much about it. It paid well, so they took it. They said they'd be back in a couple of weeks, and that maybe we could all use the money to get off Monarch. That was a long time ago. I don't rightly know what happened. I should have tried to track them down back then. But soon after they left, Hayes and the others died. And to be honest, after him, I stopped trying, because it hurt like hell to do so. Thanks. I'm still not convinced I won't come to regret it, but we've started down this path. Might as well see it through. Maybe it'll stop me screaming at night. Now come on, let's make tracks before Hiram dies of old age. Wonder if Hiram's home. Just kidding. Guy never sets foot outside.
I'm not out of breath. I just need a minute to clear the stitch in my side.
Ok, pero ¿por dónde uno entra? Que sí son amigues. Pero nada. De transmisión. Creo que hay un elevador, ¿no? Válgame, ¿dónde están las vueltas? Y ya va por-
So much for peace and quiet. Would it kill the universe to cut me some slack? And I don't see an Insta-coffee in your hand. Oh, great. I love doing pro bono work for friends.
Aw, you called us friends. I'd normally entertain your self-aggrandizing delusions, but this time it's important.
Important to you is not the same as important to me. Although I do recognize that you may have earned some goodwill during your months laboring for me. Tug on my heartstrings, why don't you? Look, I'll do what I can, all right?
Rebecca Hodges and Anders Wadsworth. They took a UDL contract back when Monarch went to shit, and I need to find them. I believe them to be on Terra too.
If UDL hired 2 hunters back then, it would have been for creature clearing purposes, round 1 of their Spacer's Choice outposts. These are the coordinates for the outpost under the last UDL contract. Now scram. And, good luck. Yes, the one that crashed. I saw it on the security feed. A bit grainy, but an invigorating watch all the same. What about it? Is this bonding? I'm not sure I like it. Next, you'll be asking me how I got the scar on my chin when I was 11. Most of it's underneath along my jaw, but yes, it seems to have faded with time. Moral of the story is, never run with scissors. The board has a blockade of gunships that patrol Monarch. Not a ton, mind you, just enough to deter the masses. I am curious as to what downed it. A faulty part wouldn't be wholly unusual. The supply for new mechanicals is tight. Ugh, now I'll never sleep. Unsolved puzzles really torque my sprockets. If you find out what happened, sell me the info. Not surprising, replacement parts are rare, so the cost of even a simple repair can exceed an arm and a leg. I take it you investigated the wreckage? Laid it all out, eh? Well, can't refute facts in the face of solid evidence. A shame. I would have enjoyed investigating the mystery further. Stupendous. He's going to be insufferable now. Thank you for that. I might even... Oh, the indignity. I believe I'll have to make nice with him now. I'm getting a headache behind my left temple. What could be causing it? The glare from the terminal screen? Or something else? Business is good on account of you, and hard work deserves a return on investment. Ask me what you will. How low you seemingly regard my trade. Give my regards to Phineas.
¿Va a llevar a la nave? Rebecca, Harry to Please choose Abandon Emerald Vale. Emerald Vale, pero este. Ok. Ah, pero es cuando vaya. Breaker. Que debería de ser. Downbreak.
Hey, Cass. Knock, knock.
No. Y nomás hay esto.
For pissing in the alleyways as bad as it stinks.
If you stop in the engine room, would you ask Parvati to send Sam down to the bridge?
what do you got there? Is that a scrap of Ellie's jacket in your midst, Sam? Come to see Sam? That was sweet of you. Here, I was just leaving. You think I could hire myself out to ships in need someday? Be my own mechanic, like how Ellie's her own doctor? I wonder sometimes.
Every Sam unit comes lean, mean, and ready to clean.
Breaker. Hay varias cosas que hacer ahí.
We've arrived at the groundbreaker.
Ok, nomás la pregunta es... Una de ellas es Ellie. Ok, una de ellas es... Sí, Ana es Parvati. Llama Parvati. Y... Nyoka. Ok. No. Es X. Ah, pues en Sila. Entonces a Parvati, pero había otra persona. Pues nomás Parvati, supongo. Bueno, vamos con pegarnos a Parvati. Y Felix. No, Newka. Primero vamos a terminar con... Pero pues ya estoy aquí. Warcraft. Rebecca Anders hired. No es... pues es... No, Scholar. Parvati este.
Rizzo's Purpleberry Punch. You want a punch? We've got your punch right here.
This is Halcyon News. We interrupt
If you're here for this week's magazine club meeting, you're a touch late. I think I got just the thing, my dear. A few years back, Auntie Cleo's put out a home makeover kit, and I snagged a couple for myself. High-grade shampoo and conditioner, scrubby brush, a nice lotion, that sort of thing. I still got 'em, too.
What's the scrubby brush for?
Cleaning around your nails, sweetheart. Gets the engine grease out. Makes your hands soft. Most folk don't got the time. Or bathtubs for such, me included. I'll let you have one on clearance. You want rosish, mock apple and cinnamon, or refurbished ship?
We didn't have anything rosish in Edgewater. I heard it smells real pretty, though.
I'll just wrap that up for you, since it's for a special occasion.
I'll pay for that, ma'am. Thanks for being so helpful.
You're welcome, dear. Anytime, sweetheart. You know where to find me.
Groundbreaker's safe from melting to bits now. Lots of good people can rest easy because of you. Oh, thanks, Captain. I'm gonna put these someplace safe. In her messages, Junlei said her mama used to make this dish for Monarch. Dustback casserole. Salt tuna and xenogold needle mushrooms. And then for dessert, there's a thing called, sweetheart cake. It's made with almond paste and wax gourds. There's gotta be some place in Stellar Bay that can bake a casserole. And I heard tell there's a Rizzo's town near there called Cascadia, what specializes in sweets. Thanks, Captain. I know I'm asking an awful lot, but I'm sure it's gonna be worth it.
Rizzo's Purpleberry Punch. A soft, sour candy shell around a sweet purpleberry flavored center.
Didn't I request no more fertilizer shipments be brought on board? Who keeps ordering these? Welcome back, Captain. How can I be of assistance? May luck be with you. Of course, as I am sure you are aware, luck does not exist. But it seems to comfort humans to believe they possess good quantities of it. Destination reached. Scylla.
You got a second? Hey boss, got a hypothetical for you? You got a friend, see? Somebody you knew when you were growing up. You were close. Then one day, they up and vanished. 5 years go by, they send you a message out of the aether. What's going through your head? Right, forgot about that. Though, shock and disbelief's a good way to put it. Guy by the name of Clyde Harlow. He was an old friend of mine. Honestly, he was probably my first and longest friend. I just heard from him. Says he wants to talk to me. Says it's urgent. Figured I should let you know, seeing as we're on Scylla and all. Clyde's got a base on the other side of this rock. I appreciate this, boss. I know you're going out of your way for me.
Huh? Heard
Heads
something.
up! Justice to God! Can we do that again? Looks like some sort of habitation.
Unexpected.
We're getting close to... Looks like we're doing this! You get through! Ha! 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 Don't mess with you, boss. Impressive, as always.
What have the solar winds deposited on my doorstep now? Just more dirt and debris? Or do you actually believe you are here seeking the truth? I must admit, I tire of the truth seekers. Mayhaps you're here to rob me? That would be so much more exciting.
We've been told this was once yours. I believe the knowledge within here contains the answers I seek. Answers that will free men's minds from toil.
I can translate it, but it won't do you any good. I can see you are a man in a hurry, and the insights in that book would take you years of study to fully comprehend.
I have spent my life in contemplation. I believe my mind is prepared to receive the truth.
There is one way that can speed up the process. It involves a combination of several ingredients, some of which can be fatal. It is not for the faint of heart or the unprepared. Either hallucinations followed by unconsciousness and a headache, or raving insanity, which can be fun in its own way. A crass way to put it, but yes, chemicals that can expand or destroy the participant's consciousness. And I believe he may be right. There is both violence and peace warring inside you, Max. This process would be extremely tenuous for one such as yourself.
I'm committed, no matter the cost.
No matter the cost. It's just drugs, Max. We ain't making you walk in front of a firing squad.
All right. Head on into the meditation room and partake of the sacramental incense. It's waiting on the table when you're ready to begin.
Poor Maximilian. Maximilian, why are you still doing this? You've been fighting against the world since before you left home. Haven't you figured out yet that the more you fight, the more pain you cause yourself?
Mother, you're dead. You can't be here. I knew this was too good to be true. These are just cheap hallucinogens that have... What's happening to my voice? Does my voice sound weird to you? And what's wrong with your face?
What's wrong, Max? Can't think straight? Now you know how I feel. Wait, forget I said that.
We are obviously the victims of a tasteless joke being perpetuated... perpetrated? I mean, we're being made fools of, aren't we? When I get out of here, I'm going to show that hermit what you get for messing with me.
Maximilian, always ready to give up, to lash out, always searching for answers, but always in the wrong place, never looking inside himself.
You look inside yourself all the time, Max. But with your head buried up your posterior.
And platitudes from a figment of my imagination, no less.
Who said I wasn't a figment of your mind? But you know the truth. You don't need someone else to tell you. You've always known it. Everyone knows it. They just won't see it. We're overwhelmed with stories from our earliest days. The stories others tell us, and the stories we tell ourselves. These stories are how we try to make sense of our lives, but they are not real, are they? They're just stories. You need to drop your story and see the truth.
I got your story right here.
I'm Vicar Max. I'm uptight. I love the church, and I'm a stooge for the board. And I don't understand that Felix is a genius.
If you insist, you must give up your fantasy of control and embrace the chaos of life. Whether you resist or not, it will take you wherever it wants, more assuredly than even the fictional architects plan you slave away to prove.
No, that's not true. The basis of everything is order, not chaos. It's true, I know it is. So did you. Why are you denying it? Before you died, the plan made you happy.
No, it didn't. I made myself happy. There's nothing holding you back but you. If you can't understand that, you will never understand anything. Goodbye, Maximilian.
This whole thing, it's just a farce, right? Just my own brain working against me? You couldn't be more right. Hello, Max. What? Who? Why do you look like me? Are you me? Not really. I'm who you think you are. I am disciplined, controlled. I have no doubts. And I don't exist. Yet you have judged yourself against me your whole life. Why? Why do you berate yourself for not being me?
Yeah, Max, why do you do that?
I don't know what to say. Thank you, Captain, but I don't know. Is it wrong to try to be a gooder, better person than I am? But that's not what you're doing, is it? You're desperately trying to find a story to organize reality in your head. A story to control everything. A new story of the happy you, the contented you, me. That's not... It can't be right. I've only been searching for the answer to the equation, because it will set us free, won't it? How? By removing the need to make any decision, to have your life completely controlled, the illusion of certainty. Your obsession allowed you to avoid the real question. Who are you? I'm Max. Me! I'm real. You can't convince me otherwise. Please don't convince me I'm not. Good. That's the first step towards true knowledge. By the architect. Architect? How could I have believed in an architect? It's ridiculous. I must be losing my mind completely. What you're saying almost makes sense. We exist inside our thoughts, thinking we're in control. That's it, isn't it? We have no control over anything. It's all lies. How could I not have seen this? But how do we escape ourselves? I see you're back with us. Feared we lost you there. Never seen anyone pass out yet stay upright before. Ruined? You seem to be having quite the time. Though I must admit I was a bit concerned when you stripped naked and tried to eat your clothes. I was joking. You passed out fairly early in the process. Well before I realized what an ignorant fool I've been. Everything is perfect. In a way. Perhaps it's more accurate to say I was asking the wrong questions. I understand so much more now. I see it all. All there is to be experienced, to be lived. Of course there is pain and loss, but the suffering is caused by trying to control reality. Clinging to the way you want things to be, not enjoying the way they are. I am content. I've finally found what I was looking for, even though I was looking for the wrong thing.
So, have you found your answers?
Not so much found as finally listened.
Yes, it is quite the convoluted maze we build for ourselves. How right you are. Words are overrated.
The groundbreaker has approved our request for docking, Captain. You're free to disembark. I'll lock up behind you.
CNP, I can't believe it's not forced. It's unbelievable what it is.
Make this conversation worth my time, Captain. Sure is. Welcome aboard, contractor. One of my guys in Stellar Bay has a lead on some high-grade salvage, but he went dark before he could spill the goods. We arranged a drop at the Saltuna warehouse's loading dock. Find whatever he left there and take it to Fallbrook. My gal Catherine will be expecting you. Now, get going. Catherine will brief you on the details when you check in with her at Fallbrook. One last thing. When you're on the job, keep a pair of eyes in the back of your head. Understood? Don't go looking for anything, except salvage. Just watch out. You'll do fine. Probably nothing to worry about. Probably.
Well, that set me at ease.
Felix Millstone, sublight agent. I like the sound of that.
CNP Borstworth. It's not the worst unless it's Borstworth. Rizzo's mocking the fight. Hard life for a hard life.
We are now in orbit above Edgewater, Captain.
I'd wager this is the outpost. Rebecca! Anders! Come on out!
Let's end this quick! Everybody okay? Great.
Huh. Rebecca taught me this once. You can jerry-rig these old locks so as they don't open anymore. But we've only ever done that if we're in a real bind. Here, I'll fix it. Hey, take a gander. The door's busted. Rebecca? Anders? You in there? Oh no. Oh no. What did you do? Oh, Nyoka. I'm so sorry. They were... That bitch! They were all set to abandon us! What would Clara say, huh? Every day she'd ask if we heard from you. And she'd have forgiven you. The kid had a soul that made the sulfur smell like roses. I'd to leave your medallions to rot with you, but Clara would want to be buried with her sister. At least I know. Ought to have learned by now that getting one's hopes up tends to open them to being dashed across the stars. I hate to say this, but Clara died thinking her sister was still fighting to get back home. I'm glad. If she were still alive now, it'd break her to know the truth. Yeah, maybe. I'm used to disappointment. She was still so naive as to let it hurt her every time it happened. Only thing left is to take these medallions home, which means figuring out how to bait the Mana Queen out of our old base. The most pissed off I've ever seen a queen was when a foreign species was on her soil. I'd wager the stench of a primal might do the trick. Not unless you happen to be familiar with the ins and outs of Mana Queen behavioral patterns. I've never had the pleasure of hunting primals, but I hear they're all over Scylla. Let's tear a few apart, shall we? I'm sure they've got pheromones. Everything does.
Hey, you. Looking for something? Where do you think you're going? Hey, nice form. Good delivery, too. You looking to join Captain Harlow's crew, huh? All right, go on through. Got my sights on you.
Been ages since we had a good haul. No freighters, no jobs, no contracts. That machine stole my bits. Why do we even have one of these?
Now there's a proper encampment.
Clyde must be inside. Nothing to do but stand around and watch the stars go by.
Nothing to do but stand around and watch the stars go by.
If the board comes after us, we'll be ready.
Well, hey there, Hullhead. Clawed your way out of the groundbreaker at long last?
Uh-huh. Oh, sorry, were you expecting me to say something? Maybe a long time no see or a you've aged, old man.
Your captain has a sense of humor, Felix. Good. There's a time and place for humor. So, you took Felix under your wing. Kept him busy. Good. Kid always needed a place to belong.
He kicks things what need kicking, and we look the other way when he starts talking anti-corporate. It's a good arrangement.
Hear that, Clyde? I've been making something out of myself.
So long as you haven't been making a fool of yourself. I'm sure Felix has no end of stories to tell of your exploits together. I look forward to catching up with the boy. I'm working on something. Something big. Something the likes of which Halcyon has never seen. And I want Felix to be a part of my initiative. I'm fulfilling a promise I made to the boy, that one day, he and I would change the colony together. That day has finally arrived.
Easy there, Clyde. No one said nothing about throwing in with you. In case you didn't notice, I'm pretty happy where I am.
I'm not asking you to walk away from your captain, Felix. But neither should you allow yourself to be controlled by fear. Change is not to be feared. I brought you here because I want to know where Felix's loyalties lie. When the day of our revolution comes, I want to know that I can rely on him. That you feel insulted is a testament to your affection for the boy. I'm not asking you to let him go. Not until he's ready. I understand that Felix is part of your crew, at least for now. If the thought of losing him troubles you, then understand that you're helping him solve a problem for an old friend. I want you to deal with a traitor for me. Name's Trask. Kill him, and bring me proof of his death. His ring should do nicely. Ratted us out to the board. He's been an informant. Has been for years. When he realized I was onto him, he and his little cadre mutinied. Killed 5 of my own and tucked tail. I don't know where he's hiding, but his wife might. Rosanna. Lives on the Groundbreaker last I checked. Rosanna knows my crew by name and face, but you're a stranger to her. She'll talk to you.
Clyde offered me a hand when nobody else would. I'd say I owe him a good turn.
There you have it, Captain. A favor for an old friend.
We get rid of this traitor for you and I'm in? I mean, assuming I want in.
We're building a new world together, Felix. You'll want in. Remember, I want proof. Bring me his ring. I don't care if the hand's still attached. Here, my token. Think of this as my personal signature. Anyone who knows me by my works will know me by this token. Well enough. It's been a few years, but I still remember a thing or two. You had a chip on your shoulder. You'd argue over anything, and you'd never back down.
What do you mean, had? And for the record, you never could admit when you lost an argument.
You see what I had to deal with? Let's hear it. A revolution is the work of a lifetime, Captain. I've spent my life preparing for the day of Halcyon's reckoning. Everything you see around you is the result of that preparation. A base of operations, loyal soldiers, freedom from the board's oversight. Not all revolutions involve bloodshed and fire, Captain. The purest act of rebellion is to live according to one's own means, independent of any masters. One day, when the board is weak and Halcyon vulnerable, we may claim a piece of this system for ourselves. Until then, we bide our time. Hardly. The board is rotting from the inside. Tomorrow, next year, a generation from now, eventually, the board will fall to pieces. Entropy is the natural state of the universe, Captain. All systems inevitably dissolve. When that day comes to Halcyon, we will be ready. The skies around Scylla are curiously absent of patrol ships. It's almost as if the board's sphere of influence is shrinking. Besides, our facility is well armed and located on defensible terrain. If the board tries to lay siege to us, we'll make them pay. Something on your mind?
A reminder to all crew members, there is only one toilet on the ship. Destination reached. Scylla.
Salutations. This unit's primary function is excavator. Owner, Hephaestus Mining Corporation. Other functions include dialogue, limited current active commands, excavation. That is all? Negative. The presence or absence of human operators does not impact this unit's assigned directive. This unit achieves perfection by fulfilling its directive.
This unit sounds like my old foreman.
You know, it's a crying shame that auto mechanicals can't get drunk or laid. This thing needs both.
This unit has now exhausted its available library of opinions about excavation. This unit is removing rock matter in search of minerals, metals, and other forms of matter designated valuable. Brevity identified. Affirmative. This unit could discuss excavation at greater length, but does not wish to strain its daily charge. Thank you for your consumer loyalty, Junior Excavator. This unit will store this exchange in its memory banks. Always.
That queen ain't gonna go down easy. I can't wait. What's up? Outstanding. These ought to be enough. Let's get back to Monarch. There's an old base I used to call home. I can get us in the door, but we'll have to shoot our way through the Queen's brood to get to the center. We'll set the bait there. Password to the door is Charon. Hayes' idea. Clara, Hayes, Anders, Rebecca, Opal, Nyoka. Charon. He said it was some old myth. Something about death and all the things we killed. Rest of us just thought it sounded cool, so here we are. It's an old cave system we tried to turn into an encampment. You'll see when we get there. Fucking right we are.
Crew report. Mioka is drunk. Surprise. We're now in orbit above Fallbrook, Captain.
Said you docked 3 days ago? You seen Arthur today?
You ever been off Monarch, Mioka? Before you met the captain, I mean.
Nah, I mostly just drank and hunted. Soon as you stop to dream of other things, that'll be the day something sneaks up and eats you.
Don't fret. I'm watching your back now. Anything tries to eat us, I'll give it a mighty whack on the nose.
Well, I'll be damned. You watch my back, I'll watch yours.
here is 100% wrong. Whew, here we go. I haven't set foot in here since, well... Well, this is the spot. You know, I thought I'd be angry. I thought I'd storm in here in a rage and exterminate all these bugs and everything would be all right in the end. But I ain't. I'm mostly just empty. A little sad, maybe. The first night Hayes and I spent in here, we knew it was home. It's safe. It's got a nice chill to it. But mostly, it doesn't stink of sulfur. Monarch folks often joke about it. Not because of the smell or the grittiness it leaves in your throat. Not because of the headaches or the coughing. It's because there's no escaping it. It's life here, and there ain't anything you can do about it. But here, somehow the sulfur never made it. The nights we spent in here felt like vacations. So we started building. We hauled in steel, hired sublight folk to help. That's how we met Anders and Opal. They stuck around after our contract was up. Opal liked camping.
Anders liked chasing her tail. 4 of us for a while, scraping together what bits we could to build our home. Then came Rebecca, a sawbones out of the Cascadia survivors, who took a kindness to Hayes. And Clara, her little sister. I'll admit I wasn't keen on taking her on at first, but for a teenager, she was surprisingly capable. More like attached at the hip to her older sister. Got a kind of strength between them, I suppose. She had a head for numbers, helped us trade hides for food and materials, negotiated contracts. Turned out to be mighty useful. Clara, Hayes, Anders, Rebecca, Opal, and me. 6 folks, 1 name, 1 family. Charon. Despite Monarch trying to kill us day in and day out, we managed to belong.
Here they come! Done.
I wish these were more auspicious circumstances, but at least we're all here. This bringing them together, burying them. This is the kind of thing Hayes would have done. That makes it stupid. By all accounts, we should have left well enough alone, but that also makes it right. Captain, thank you. You mind if we rest a spell before we head out? I'd like to bury Opal and Clara proper before I lay everyone's medallions to rest. What? Why? Them's painful memories, Captain. Huh. That ain't a bad point. All right, Captain. Thanks. What was it like in Edgewater? I hear you workers were on the clock every available moment.
We always got 8 hours a day for sleeping. Just not always consecutive.
My condolences. I appreciate consistent wages like any other sane person, but that still sounds awful. At least Sanjar gives his folks weekends.
Weekend?
Hand to the void. I used to drop by the bar in Stellar Bay to knock a few back with the folks who had Saturdays off.
Don't know what I'd have done with that much time. I was always behind schedule anyhow.
Knowing you, you'd sit and be alone with your thoughts.
Whoa, by the stars, my poor heart. I just about pissed my jumpsuit. Most people don't. Besides, this place is enough to try anyone's nerves. Only every day. But in case you haven't noticed, we don't exactly get ships on a regular basis, yours notwithstanding. And even if I did scrape together enough to buy passage out with sublight, which would mean reaching Fallbrook without getting eaten, shot, or dissolved into green goop, what then? Nothing, that's what. Because I've been stuck here running this dump of a diner for years, so even if I could get out of here, no one's gonna hire me. Even talking about it has my blood pressure up. I've really gotta stop. That was a real popular meal 10, 20 years back, before the board tucked tail and ran. These days, everybody's had a belly full of salt tuna. They all want borscht. And the mushrooms, well, not many venture out of town, what with the monsters hereabouts. I can whip one up for you, but it'll cost. Here's a menu.
Oh, yikes. I can't cover this much, Captain. What? No, Captain, I don't want you to do it this way.
It's all right, miss. I'm a coward at heart. Made that clear from the outset. Look, Captain, this is the best I can do without putting myself out of business. I'm mighty glad you reckon so. This is gonna take about an hour in the oven. Nothing I can do to speed it. That's just how cooking works. There we are. Now, if you don't mind, I really need to take a leak.
My belly's gurgling just to smell it, Mr. Raymond. Thank you so much.
A pleasure to help such a charming young lady. You're a gentle soul, miss. Be careful with this one, all right? She's kind of a brute.
Oh, gosh. My tongue's rumbling just smelling that casserole. I'm real sorry about your friends, Nyoka. Ain't no one deserves to go like that. Certainly not.
Did you have a sweetheart in Stellar Bay?
I had a fling or two, sure. But on Monarch, relationships ain't usually meant to last. A lot of fools tried to impress me, feigning bravado in the wilds, thinking they'd catch my attention with their stories. It was cute. Not so cute when their act got themselves munched. You know what's sexy? Confidence. You know what ain't? Disembowelment.
aren't those cakes just about the cutest little things you ever seen? The dustback casserole Mr. Raymond made smells incredible. Oh, I kind of want to take a little taste. But I'm gonna be strong. Now look how cute these cakes from Cascadia are. Someone even traced little hearts in them. I guess that settles dinner. Thanks for hauling me all over creation, Captain. Well, I was gonna, but then it hit me. I got this nice meal all planned out with music, and I got that soap to scrub up with, but I don't got nothing nice to wear, Captain. I don't have a head for fashion, and I can't really picture myself in something clean and pretty. There's this place I heard of in Byzantium, Jolliker's Haberdashery. I bet I could find something nigh on perfect at a place like that. Vicar would say it's the universal equation at work. I reckon it's just that 90% of everything that ain't crap is in Byzantium. I know this is all a little crazy, Captain, but I think it's gotta be this place. I saw the lady who runs it on Aetherwave, and, well, she made everybody she dressed feel better. Confident. Thanks, Captain. I know I've been asking a lot, but you help me out every time. You're the best.